Money, money, money. This is day 2 of us talking about money. So, as we move through here, we're going to kind of keep talking about the ways that money affects our lives, but we're going to take a little bit of a switch today and focus more on math than on social studies. So, today, our learning intentions are a bit different from yesterday. Today, we're going to be able to understand and show the value of a penny, a nickel, a dime, a quarter, and a $1 bill. In order to be successful, you need to be able to identify the different coins and tell me their value. So, let's turn back to what we did yesterday. Let's talk about what is money. So money is how we pay for things. It allows people to obtain, which means to get, what they need to live. So, just like we learned in our last video together, we pay for goods and services using money. Money can come in many different forms. In the United States, however, we use coins and bills. I'm sure many of you have used money before with your parents. When you go to the store, when you're helping pay for things at Jewel-Osco or something of the sort, you need money. So, today there's 2 symbols that we need to really focus on. The first is the dollar sign. That's right here. This symbol looks like an S with a line drawn through it, and that means it's $1 or more. Now, if you have less than $1, you have cents. Cents are coins: pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. This symbol right here means cent. So, to start, we're going to talk about pennies. Pennies are the smallest coin, worth-wise, that we have in the United States. Penny looks like this, has a picture of Abraham Lincoln on it, and it is worth 1 cent. So, if you see down here in the bottom left corner, 1 cent is written as 0.01, 1 cent. Or, right here, using the cent symbol, 1 cent. The penny is a copper color, and if you wanted to know how many pennies are in $1, there are 100 pennies in a dollar. So all these pennies that are down here, this is 100 pennies. So, if you wanted to have $1 all with pennies, it'd be a very noisy pocket. You'd be jingle-jangling all the way down the road because you need 100 pennies to make $1. Moving on, we have the next smallest coin in value, which is the nickel. The nickel is only worth 5 cents, so it's written with a dollar sign as 0.05 or with the cent symbol as 5 cents. In order to get $1, you need 100 cents. So, in order to get $1 out of nickels, you would need to add all these nickels together. Since a nickel is worth 5 cents, you need 20 nickels in order to get $1. Our next coin is worth 10 cents. It is the dime. Now, the dime is actually smaller in size than the penny, but it is worth more as it is worth 10 cents. If you look here, you see 10 cent symbol. That means 10 cents. Another way to write it is 0.10, 0.10, 10 cents. How many dimes are in $1? There are 10 dimes in $1. So let's think about this. Let's take a break. Which of these 2 coins is worth the most? The dime. You're right. If you said the dime, you are right. Even though the dime is smaller in size than the nickel, a dime is worth 10 cents and a nickel is only worth 5. How can I make $1 using only 4 coins total? Think about this and share your answer with a sibling or your parent. If you said you could use a quarter, you are correct. There are 4 quarters in $1. 4 quarters. A quarter is larger than a nickel in size and worth 25 cents. It can be written as 25 cent symbol or dollar sign 0.25, 25. There are 4 quarters in $1. So, $1. We've all seen a dollar bill before. It's green. It looks like this, correct? When you're looking at the $1 bill, you notice that there are ones in every single corner that tells you how much this dollar note is worth. How do you write this amount out? Simply like this, dollar sign 1.00, $1 and no cents. Here is a picture close-up of a US $1 bill. A US $1 bill can also be called a Federal Reserve note, which means that it's a special kind of money from the United States of America. On the $1 bill, we have a picture of George Washington, and we also have a lot of different symbols recognizing that this is $1. It will clearly say $1 at the bottom, have the United States of America written on the top, and then on the back of the $1 bill, there are various symbols representing America as well. We can go into this in more detail in a social studies lesson at another time, but really big in the middle, you can tell this is worth $1 as it says 1. So, just to kind of sum up what we just learned, a quarter is worth 25 cents. This is the size of the quarter in comparison to the other coins. Then we have a dime, which is worth 10 cents. Following that, we have a nickel worth 5 cents and a penny worth 1. So we're going to use what we just learned about these coins and kind of think about how much money we could possibly have if given a bunch of different coins. So let's say I reached into my pocket one day and I pulled out this selection of coins that you see on this black mat. I have 2 quarters, 3 dimes, 2 nickels, and 1 penny. Now, as you can see, I've got a bunch of math going on here, and I'm going to explain this to you right now. If I have 2 quarters, that is 25 cents plus 25 cents, which gives me 50 cents. I'm going to keep that up here for now and move on to my dimes. I know I have 3 dimes. So that's 10 plus 10 plus 10, which gives me 30. Going to leave that in the dimes column for now. Following this, I see 2 nickels. Now, it's kind of confusing since they are showing both the front and back of these coins, but because we learned about the size of the objects, I know that a nickel is a little bit larger than a dime, so this would be the nickel. 2 nickels, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Pennies, we have 1 penny, so that's 1 cent. I'm going to take these numbers, my sums from the various coins that I found, and add them all up here. So I have 50 cents in quarters, plus 30 cents in dimes, plus 10 cents in nickels, and 1 cent of a penny. That brings me to 91 cents. Okay, so here, just like we did on the last slide, we're going to talk about how much money we have again. So if you look at this picture, I want you to pretend that this is a pile of money that you might have seen on the ground one day or you just picked it up. Now we're going to see how much this is worth. We see we have 2 quarters. 1, 2. 2 quarters is the same as saying 25 cents plus 25 cents is equal to 50 cents. Next, we have 2 dimes, which is 10 cents plus 10 cents equals 20 cents. Following that, there's only 1 nickel in this picture. We know that is 5 cents. And there are 4 pennies, so 4 cents. 4 pennies is the same as saying 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Now, I broke it down a little different down here since there were 4 add-ins we needed to put together. 50 cents plus 20 cents plus 5 cents plus 4 cents. So what Miss Abbott decided to do was break apart to add. So I decided to go 50 plus 20 makes 70 here, 70 cents. Then I used this other part of the problem I broke up, 5 plus 4 to get 9. Since I broke the problem up, I was able to do this in a way that made it easier for me. So I started by adding the double-digit numbers in order to get 70, since I knew I could do that quickly in my brain. Then 5 plus 4 is a mental math equation we all know to be 9. After that, I could do 70 plus 9 and quickly get 79 cents. So we're going to travel to this link.
1 penny is worth 1 cent. 1 nickel's worth 5 of them. 1 dime has a value of 10. 1 quarter's worth 25 cents. 5 pennies make a nickel. In cents it's worth 5. 2 nickels make 10 cents. That means they're worth a dime. A quarter's 25 pennies. But let's make it shorter. 2 dimes and a nickel also equal a quarter. I bought 1 delicious dill pickle for 2 dimes, a quarter, and a nickel. To find out how much I spent, I counted them up cent by cent. I started with a quarter, it was worth 25 cents. Each dime was worth 10, so I added both of them. Got 35, 45, and then there was a nickel. I added 5 and paid 50 cents for the pickle. 1 penny is worth 1 cent. 1 nickel's worth 5 of them. 1 dime has a value of 10. 1 quarter's worth 25 cents. cream in the summertime with 4 pennies, 3/4 and a dime. The ice cream lady looked in silence, and then she counted up my cents. She counted 3/4, 25, 50, 75. Then she added the dime. The 10 cents made 85, and the 4 pennies left made it 89. So it was 89 cents for the ice cream. I ate until my shirt popped at the seam. 1 penny is worth 1 cent. 1 nickel's worth 5 of them. 1 dime has a value of 10. 1/4's worth 25 cents. On the penny is the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. He wrote the Gettysburg Address and the Emancipation Proclamation. The 3rd president, Thomas Jefferson, he's on the nickel or 5 cents. He was the main author of the Declaration of Independence. The dime has Franklin Delano Roosevelt, President 32. He instituted the New Deal and led America through World War II. Finally, on the quarter is the first president, George Washington. He was the commander-in-chief during the American Revolution. 1 penny is worth 1 cent. 1 nickel's worth 5 of them. 1 dime has a value of 10. 1/4's worth 25 cents. 5 pennies make a nickel. In cents, it's worth 5. 2 nickels make 10 cents. That means they're worth a dime. 1/4's 25 pennies, but let's make it shorter. 2 dimes and a nickel also equal a quarter. Visit numberrock.com for exclusive content, lesson material.
All right, so now that we watched that song, and I'll post that link on Dojo so you can revisit that song as well, because I think it's really catchy and an easy way for us to remember the different values of the different coins. I want us to stop here and I want us to think. I want us to think about how many different ways we can think of to make $1. So over to the left, you see I drew a little page that has 6 different spots for us to write, but I would like for you guys to think as many ways as you can possibly think of using coins, how we can make $1. So either using coins you have at home or drawing your own coins out on a piece of paper. I want you to practice making $1 in as many ways as you can think of. Then please share your ideas with me on either Class Dojo or in the comments below this video so that I can see what you guys are coming up with. As always, I'll see you again tomorrow for more, and I miss you guys very, very much. Thank you.